everyone, this is Margaret Manning with Boomerly. We all know what happiness feels like. And in our 50s, we go through all kinds of transitions. Relationships change, our children are perhaps leaving home to start building their own lives, and our work situation may have changed. Our purpose in life related to work might shift. So we have to look for our happiness in different places and in different ways. And there's a website called Happify, which talks about 5 secrets that are scientifically proven to give you happiness after 50. And there's actually a really great infographic on their website that our article that I advise you to take a look at. It's really great, and it shows you how these 5 different approaches can help you to find happiness in your 50s and beyond. The first thing that they mention is to actually find a passion in life after 50. To actually have something that you really believe in, that is a passion for you, and a pursuit that you get up in the morning and you just really want to participate in it. It's something that perhaps you've had to put off, as you were raising children or in other work situation. But having a passion that you can go and exercise is really, really important. And if they recommend 3 to 5 pursuits that you should have an interest in order to be happy after 50. And I know this is true, and I think that we often put things aside when we're busy, but this is a perfect time of life to get a little bit more time to focus on the things you love to do. Another thing that they suggest for happiness in your 50s is one we've talked about before: exercise. It's really super important to be in great shape. I just met a woman in her 80s, 86 years old, who was just the most active person I've ever met. And, I really do attribute her not just her physical health, but she was mentally alert and very, very, interested in the world, and really attributed that happiness in her life to just being fit and working out. So a healthy, self is important to happiness. Another thing is to have a purpose. And this is different than a passion. I think this is a purpose where you feel what you're doing is making a difference. And I think happiness is really related to that contribution that you're making. Perhaps in the past you channeled it through your family or your work, children, but now you have to find your purpose in a different way. And the good news is that there's tons of really great volunteer programs, mentoring opportunities, things that you can do to really give back to society, based on the wisdom that you have accumulated and earned in your life. Another thing is to invest in relationships. Now, they say that I think a marriage is the ideal relationship, or a strong partnership, that this definitely has a scientific relationship to happiness. But I would say just invest in relationships. We've talked about this before, talking to strangers to make connections with individuals that can lead to a more meaningful relationship. There's plenty of opportunity for friendship, but what they're talking about here is, deep, meaningful connection. Which is what Boomerly is very interested in as well. So that's the next thing, is to make strong relationships. And finally, it's to take action. You can, in your 50s and 60s, you can give up on looking for happiness, decide that it's not going to happen for you, or you can take action. And that means making decisions that, that will lead you to places where you'll fulfill those 4 other things we talked about. Getting fit, having great relationships, focusing on your passions, things you love to do, and also having a purpose. Those are the 5 things that really, really make a difference. So I would suggest that you go to the website and check out our article. As I mentioned earlier, there's a really great infographic, a picture that shows you how these 5 things all relate, and how Happify says they all are related scientifically to finding happiness. I hope that you enjoy the article. I'd love your feedback. Please leave your comments and your feedback in the section below, and let's start a conversation on this. How are you finding happiness in your 50s and 60s and beyond? Love to know what you've got going. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day. Take good care.